Welcome back. Well, taking a trip can be expensive, and sometimes doing all the research can be frustrating.
Well, as the summer months approach, we decided to take you to a few hidden destinations your family might normally miss. All it takes is one tank of gas and a little curiosity to make your journey an adventure. Let's take a look at this week's first trip in our one tank getaway.
The first step on our journey takes us here to Blue Ridge, Georgia, where we take a look at the Sasquatch Museum.
Fact or fiction? Is Bigfoot real or just a legend? You be the judge. Right here, nestled in the heart of Blue Ridge, Georgia, there's all the evidence you need to make your decision.
Ape-man, Yeti, skunk ape, Bigfoot sightings have happened across the world.
Many people say they've seen the Sasquatch in person, but does that mean the mysterious creature really exists?
There's thousands of them. Bear biologists have estimated there has to be in the minimum 3,500 in North America alone.
David Becerra owns the Sasquatch Museum in Blue Ridge, Georgia. He has spent much of his life fascinated with Bigfoot.
5 years ago, he decided to move here from Florida, starting a family attraction and museum so those who travel to Georgia can see the proof they need to identify the creature.
Sure, when we first moved up here, we thought this was a kind of a quiet area, and because there weren't too many stories on the internet about this particular area. But then after we moved up here and put the graphics on the building, the sighting reports started, and we were unprepared for the flood of sightings.
Becerra says police officers, firefighters, nurses, and even truck drivers reported seeing images like these in the Blue Ridge community.
A trucker came in here that lives in Chattanooga, and he was driving his truck very close to Chattanooga, and the trucker behind him, they both observed a large hairy animal on two legs come out of the woods, run alongside of his truck doing 50 miles an hour, then drop down on all fours and scooch right up under his trailer, come out on the other side and run up the hill.
Becerra has filled his museum with many reports, the world's largest display of footprints and sightings.
He claims many farmers in our area have seen Bigfoot stealing chickens and even goats, but that's not all.
And a lot of folks come in here and have seen them peeking in their windows at night, especially if they're young children in the house.
From sightings to donations from around the world, even something you might call just a little bit strange.
We actually even have a 3-foot Bigfoot feces sample in here that people can see. That's a little bit of biological evidence.
The self-guided tour offers guests a chance to see the research so many people are curious about.
Guests can examine the different shapes, sizes, and colors of Bigfoot that so many researchers have reported seeing.
Some are very friendly, some are very inquisitive, and some simply do not like us.
Becerra himself has seen a Sasquatch, claiming they work very hard to not be seen in the community.
On an official investigation, so we knew they were already there. They were coming there for nightly visits. And my wife and I and the witness observed two, a big one and a little bit smaller one standing next to each other, peeking at us from behind trees at about 40 feet away.
Now, you've seen some of the evidence, but you might want to check it out in person before you make your final decision.
Call us crazy, but the artifacts, witness testimony, and even hair samples might be enough to make you question your original thoughts.
Or maybe encourage you to step outside the box and into the Sasquatch Museum to take a look at a mystery that may never be completely solved.
These things work very hard to not be seen, and there's reasons that we're not supposed to know about them.